What up, y'all? Flarity here. As you can tell, I'm back to being able to talk, just a little bit, so I don't get too hyped up. Okay, so sadly no followers, but it's because the reason I don't have followers on my channel thing is because I don't put it in the posts because I don't really feel like to. Anyway, today we're kind of going into back into the review things. I know I've been gone for a while on these, but again, it's because I've been so busy that I haven't had time. So we're going to go through about maybe a few. It's not going to be anything specific wise. Why do they always say I'm not sure to 500? If you can't tell, my avatar's picture has changed to also the same I'm having on mine right here, but you can't really see it yet. So I might start from the bottom and make a way to the top. Magic. Okay. I'm gonna try to get through these next views while I can. Don't know if I did Zombieland yet. I'm trying to remember what I haven't talked about. I'm going to kind of go through the childhood ones that I watched in my childhood. So the first one is Tsukiyomi, or Minphase, really. Now, this has up to about 25 episodes. I'm not looking, so. It's by Shaft Production. It's by Shaft Studio. It was released around 2004 and ended in a year later. And right now, it looks like it's ranked at about 4.25 stars. I don't know between, but it's ranked at around like 2,131, I think. A lot of people didn't want to watch it. I don't know why. It's cute. I can't remember who the English voice actors were for this, but it's really cute. Pardon my voice again. So basically, this anime is focusing on around this girl and Kyohei. That's first episode. But Kohei wants just to be a normal, regular photographer, but all he ever seems to capture, though, is ghosts. With 70% of his personal life, it's just the majority of his photos inhabited by the undead. Now, Kohei has managed to gain not only a reputation, but also a job at an occult magazine. Things couldn't really be more normal up until he's sent to an obscure castle where he takes photographs and captures a mysterious girl with a knack at disappearing, thus piquing his interest to return. And so Kohei sets out on this journey that takes him into the heart of this occult on a mission to help the cute vampire in existence find her long-lost mother. Isn't that cute? But I've seen this a million times. Again, I guess I'll tell you what the titles of the episodes are cute as heck. The first starting episode is Big Brother, Be My Slave. So you can tell the main girl character is bossy as heck. I don't know why there's 4 episodes on here, but I've seen all 25 of them. The next episode is Call Me Mistress. Again, the next one after that is Big Brother, Let's Live Together. And the 4 is Big Brother, I Feel Like Kissing. Yes, I get the feeling you are right. These two will hook up. Incest? Well, not really incest. Pedophile? maybe, but then again, who'll be the real pedophile? Probably her because she lived so long. I don't know. So let's get into this reviews, everybody else. eh. Okay. Let me see. I want to get one that I can read a lot more for. Okay, well that wasn't really helpful. Yeah, I have to agree. Okay, I know like I said, I've seen this, and I do like vampire animes, but now the series would probably be good for people who prefer like their vampires to be cute, or adorable more often than there are really dark and like scary. Now, let's get to the series. Now, the mood of the series, like Hazuki's personalities, tend to alternate between the two. Although it generally like works better when she emphasizing like her moe aspects, but which it really does a lot actually. Again, people with an like aversion or to the cat-eared girls and like the little sister types might be willing to stay away from this anime. Now, again, like I said, the plot tends to switch between like stretches of like a seriousness and levity like, in the first two episodes when Hazuki is meeting Kohei and escaping the castle, then starts to settle into a silly, crazy daily routine before dealing with even more villains a few episodes later. The story has like really some difficult balancing of characters and relationship developments, with a lot of like a plot progress, unless it like separates such things. Uh, uh, Hold on. Here, hold on. I can't remember what I'm saying. I can't click things either. Apparently, don't we like that? Just hold on a sec. I have to get something up here. I can't just breathe. I didn't mean to take that off. Sorry. Hold on. I have my stuff written down. I didn't catch on. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so let me screenshot this. I'm trying to get a good screenshot. Okay, we'll just stick with this one, yeah. Okay. Sorry, my feeling. Now again, what was I at? What was I talk about? Oh yeah, the story. Like I said again, the story has like difficulty in like balancing the characters with the relationship developments. With like the plot progress, especially unless it like separates such things like into different episodes. This might be the reason why, despite several like of the like, tragedies like various characters suffered, there's really little emotion to draw from them. As like with many adaptations of unfinished manga, a number of plot threads are left unfinished or untied with series conclusions. Although the series does conclude solidly enough. That's just saying me. God dang it. Even though the plot is not really the best, the cast are entertaining as hell. Although maybe some people may find like a number of the younger females like straddle the lines between really adorable or irritating. Like Hazuki, she starts off as a stubborn and slightly spoiled little brat. Sorry, girl. But slowly she grows into more of a kinder, caring person over the course of this whole series. Kohei is the typical kind-hearted, naive, and honest but unimpressive boy with an unusual ability or curse that you've seen in so many other stinking series. And the supporting cast brings a little bit of liveliness into the show. Hachi brings a bit of humor as Hazuki's cat-like pet, that cat is always frequently scolding her master's servant Kohei. Seiji brings a bit of class as the cool-looking and talented relative to Kohei. The best characters, though, are probably Rihei, Ryohei, and Alfred, who are regularly teased as the lead characters. Well, they regularly tease the lead characters, but also connect to each other on a deeper level and shares some of the most tender moments through the series. Sorry, it's raining outside. Now one can't really talk about Moonphase without mentioning its stylistic quirks. As with pretty much any work directed by Shinbo Akiyuki, I'm sorry, I'm tired right now, and I just got back from school. One should always expect interesting and different uses of light and color in many scenes throughout. The scenes and the landscapes are amazing. The typical depiction of the house where much of the story occurs is also displayed much just like a dollhouse. It opens up so to see all the rooms at least at once. Also, an infamous yellow wash pans are shown to come crashing down on various characters for just the comic effect, which really does add nice comic effect to this. The design, even for the characters, are crisp, and the backgrounds are appropriately detailed. Now, the action scenes may not be that full-on breathtaking, but they are more than adequate for the tasks they mean to achieve. While the initial television episodes did have a few problems during important scenes, they were all refined in the DVD release. That's what I also heard, though. Now, voice work for both language of English and Japanese is well done, although Monica Rial can't quite match that level of cuteness. No offense, though, to that of Chiwa Saito, attained playing Hazuki. That's a minor issue. Just minor. Background music for the episode is chosen pretty much appropriately for the scenes, although it is at times a little bit overbearing. The dark scenes are supported by the haunting, gothic sounding tones, while the cheery moments are punctuated by spunky, playful tunes. Now, the catchiest song, either for good or for bad reasons, is absolutely the opening theme, Nikomimi Moto de. It's particularly surprising when it drastically interrupts the gloomy introductory scene of the first episode with its bubbly, sugar-coated tune and its simplistic lyrics and bright colors. The song is devastatingly appropriate for the whole show. A couple of episodes have alternate opening songs. Tsuki Yomi Mode, that is it's less syrupy and not so really energetic like the verse theme, but it's similar. And the closure, on the other hand, is slightly melancholy and more subdued, but hey, it leaves a lasting impression to me. Now, to add it all up, Moonphase sets out again to be a vampire series built around the concept of moe, and it really largely succeeds. At times, it tries to be something a little more than it isn't, and it's less definitive in its achievement when attempting this, but hey, it really strays far from the strength. All in all, the series is entertaining diversion for those looking for something just a little differently. So let's give a score. Okay, story. I'm giving it. Now, I read some of the people's reviews. Some of them, wow, they're really harsh. But to me, to a person who's seen this anime so many times, I'm willing to give it let's say a 5 out of 10 at the least. Okay, next, animation. I do love the animation, definitely. Some people give it an 8. I'm willing to give it a 9. Well, then again, the fight scenes aren't that really good. Take the bet. -1, make it 8. Next, the sound. Um, um, I would give it an 8, but again, I had agreed with some people saying that Monica Rial's cuteness as Hazuki, it borderline on the on the basic of cute and annoying. At times, I do like Monica Rial, but I'll still give you an 8 at least. I'll still give it an 8 at least. And characters, I'm giving it a 7 as well for what everybody else has been telling me about it. So all in all, I'm trying to remember because I have almost the same numbers apparently as somebody here. I can't remember who though. Yeah, I think overall, it's about an 8 out of 10. So still, good job. Next anime. Let's go. Woohoo! What? Okay. If you guys don't also want to watch my show, I don't mind. I'm just doing it for people who are watching my show. Okay, next. My throat hurts like hell. I can't click. Stinking mouse. I'm gonna get into the Chronicle series a little bit later since there's like so many. Oh, I really want to do this one and the guy in a T. I really want to do it. Yeah, let's do it. Now, oops, hold on. I'm actually gonna pull up 2 because I have to do something here. Oh, my nose. Do you get those moments where your nose starts hurting like hell? I am. Now, Tokyo Review, it is by Studio Period, but I remember strictly that 4Kids TV actually did this in English, so that's fun. Maybe, I don't know. And this is gonna be hard because it is one of my other favorite animes too. I really don't want to be harsh about it, but it's still like one of my other favorite series too. Frick. Frickety frick 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 frick. Why not? And why not? Let's give it a review. I really just don't want to hurt it. Or especially me. Especially me. But yeah, let's just do it. Okay, so the anime I'm showing you is Tokyo Mew Mew. Or as you probably will also know it, it's Mew Mew Power by 4Kids. But Tokyo Mew Mew was by Studio Period, and it was released around 2002 and ended in the year after, obviously. It's rated, sadly, 3.25 stars, or I don't know how far. Almost 4 stars. Almost a full 3 stars. and it's ranked number 4,098. With a total of 52 episodes. It's kind of in the magical girl romance sci-fi shonen aliens based on and it's also based on manga, and all magic and monsters of the week and all. But if you don't know the manga, there's also a second manga with it that is called Tokyo Mew Mew a la Mode. I read that one. It's not that long of a series either. It adds another girl that gets turned into this. Basically, the Japanese version, though, is a girl named Ichigo Momomiya. She is a normal, regular, normal girl who's like worried mostly about her crush, Messiah. But however, just as she's like finally able to date him, she gets struck by a mysterious like beam, and everything's fully changed. Now she's part of the Mew Project, which is genetically fused with an endangered species of cat. Now, with her powers and her new companions, she must protect the Earth from invading aliens. Pretty short, I know. Oh, Shigakata? Yes. I'm sorry, I like Shigakata. I actually got a charm from the bear with it. So me show you like first episodes, or first few episodes of the show. Kitchen. Sorry. Yeah. So, ow, stinking throat. I hate it when your throat hurts like freaking hell. I do. So, okay, let's get started with this reviews. So, as I said, Tokyo Mew Mew, but again, as you're saying, nothing special. It's just another stinking Sailor Moon remakes. It's actually not. Especially when I first watched this anime and I've seen Sailor Moon, I was addicted to this show. And because mainly, why? Because the freaking show and the stories intrigued me. The characters are really amazing individuals, and I hardly notice that many similarities to Sailor Moon. It actually seems so much better, and I still agree that it is later. Tokyo Mew Mew may seem simple, but it's actually much more than animal girls fighting aliens. Bring on love triangles. What are the best anime love triangles I've ever seen? The crazy plot twists and especially the surprises that I had never seen coming. Tokyo Mew can probably be slow at times, and especially I'm surprised they made it last over 52 episodes without more fillers. But the story is great and appeals mostly to girls of almost any age, even older teenagers. It's actually such a really wide audience. Animation-wise, this one actually really irritated me, especially on the important episodes, like the last one. Various ones or so scenes cropped up halfway through the freaking show where the pivotal moment in the storyline took freaking place. The animation was absolutely stunning. I've never seen better. It was amazingly beautiful, but what ticked me the freaking off was that in fillers and unimportant episodes, it was like all the animators just had gone off onto a holiday, and the studio had just brought some random people off the freaking street to animate till the animators freaking got back, and that was sad. If the animation had remained consistent, I'd loved the show even more. And if it had remained at its top rate, I probably would have given it a 10 out of 10. No freaking questions asked. But yeah, apparently animators didn't give an F about it. So alright. Then sound. This is a lot of irritation right here, especially with poor kids. I do like the songs. It's the cutesy tracks though were used in the show, which for me would have given it probably a little bit of a lower mark. Then I thought about it and remembered that this show is for young girls, and I know at a younger age I would have liked that music as well. So I'll give it an 8. If you watch this when you're age older than 10 or 11, that's when you may want to watch this with the volume on mute and just like read the subtitles. If you're a really short temper, then you'd be wise doing that to save yourself the pain of the songs, especially Ichigo's little song when she sings before attacking the monsters. That gets both irritating and very tiresome. I agree, though. Characters. Now, again, like I said, the characters really grabbed me in this. The boys, mainly, especially. Like, when I was younger and first watched the show, I admitted I saw about 90% of the male cast as eye candy. I'm going to say that. Being older now, though, and moved on, like, from the crushes on anime characters, not fully true, though. Actually, wait, no, I do have still a few on them. I do, actually. The characters still intrigue me to a pretty big deal. As like the male characters are still very interesting in amount of love triangles that are especially thrown about. This will keep you wanting to watch and wonder who ends up with whom. And especially the girl characters are great too. There's Ichigo, who's like the half cat girl, who's like our main hero. Then there's Mint, who's like a snobby little girl who learns to be a little more respecting of others as the series progresses. Lettuce, the shy girl who is very likable, putting the hyper and up and going cute girl. Then Sakura, the cool, cold as ice model who at first refuses to join the other muse. But yet another part of the story that I also found very interesting in its development. Then there's the bad guys, who I think are the stars of the freaking show. The anime would probably be quite dull without them, especially Kishu or Zen. I actually, back when I was little, I actually wanted Kishu or Zen to end up with Ichigo or Zoe, really. I know why, I don't really know. Overall, I really like him. So, overall, unless you're a guy, I see no excuse as to why you couldn't watch this. It's interesting, it's pretty gripping, and it's pretty cute. And it's definitely no Sailor Moon copy. That I know for sure. I'd probably pick up Toki Mimu over Sailor Moon any day. No offense to Sailor Moon, I just really like this one. It was adorable. So yeah. Sorry. Eh. Okay, so I don't remember who did the English version to this anime. I know 4Kids, of course. So let's get into my other favorite, which I think maybe should be everyone's favorite, but oh, it is everyone's favorite. Okay. I was about to say I'm gonna get pissed if it's not someone's favorite. I would be especially pissed because there's still it's still an ongoing show, I think. This is just I can't sneeze. Oh, I need to sneeze. I can't. Eh. Ow. Whew. I'm trying to talk, but my nose, I need to sneeze. I can't. Eh. I gotta sneeze and I can't. Eh. Get that time where you really want to sneeze and you can't sneeze at all. I am. Sorry, you have to keep hearing me make weird noises. Ugh. Probably be my last review though, because I can't breathe right now, and I really want to breathe. So hold on. I'm sorry. Now, again, like I said, this will probably be the last anime I do because I can't breathe right now. Ah. So here's some clips or photos. Why don't we go? Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I'm sorry. But anyway, so let's get back to a review for this last picture, or last anime, before I lose my senses of my nose and go rest, because I really do need to rest about it. Now, if you haven't understood, you gotta, then you are obviously missing something. Now, the story, I'm sorry, I haven't finished talking yet. This is the show Shigukata. It's total 51 episodes. There's another few other seasons. I can't remember the names. I know there's Doki Doki, and maybe Guardian Party. I can't recall. But it's by Satellite, I think. Satellite, I think is how I say it. It was released back in 2007, ended around like 2008, but it was around fall 2007 when it actually started. It is ranked at around 4 or so stars, and it's ranked number 1,454, so pretty good. The story where the anime follows around a girl named Ame Hinamori, who is the punk rock stylish girl who is liked and also feared by her peers. But there's also just one problem. She's actually pretty shy and a quiet girl who just can't seem to draw up her self-made facade. Don't we all? I also relate to her about a little bit. So when Ame finds like 3 eggs in her bed, she has no idea her life would fully change or do 180. Out of the eggs pop out her little karas, Ron, Miku, and Sue. These are her guardian karas. These being represent parts of Amu that she wishes she could be, even allowing Amu to transform into those parts at will. Now, with pressure from the other guardians, including her crush, Hotori, or Tadase-kun, to join in their midst against the dark sides of the psyche known as X-eggs to steal, and nefarious forces after a wish-granting egg known as the embryo. Alma's life will fully be more complicated than it already is. We all know this anime because of freaking Amuto and Tada Amu. Amuse, I'm sorry. But I'm kidding. I'm not picky on. Also, if you don't know who the 4th little character is, her name will be Daya, although I don't know why. But it is mentioned in the thing, but I guess spoiler alert there. Sorry. Anyway, excuse me. Now, for this anime, I really shouldn't have had any business liking Shigukata. The series is mainly aimed for the audience with approximately probably half my age, and approximately double my freaking, mainly all girls. And at no point does it betray its target market by veering wildly off the well-trodden Mahou Shoujo paths. As such, the fact that the show found a deep place within my heart, somewhere between like a nice ice cold soda and or the sun, is the result of either luck or utter blinding awesomeness. And I do kind of believe in luck, but not fully luck, and not psycho crazy luck. It would serve this also well to point out that the series' allure is not down to its resonating with the mature sections of like my mind, or gratifying the like the smartness of my brain. Instead, Chigakata actually makes a simple but irresistible appeal like to my inner child, who is only like really happy to like leap out at the first mention of the show, and like greedily eat up like a vanilla ice cream. I love vanilla ice cream and strawberry stuff. Yummy. And there's nothing more clever or considerate about the plot, the characters, or freaking the humor. And yeah, this anime makes me gasp, like smile and like chuckle and fangasm just as much as any other people out there who you would care to mention. And it also makes me one thing to highlight, particularly like for what it's essentially a textbook maho shoujo, like a whole romp. But Shikaka's ability like to present like the action scenes is like worthy of praise. Although there are no like enormous like big fighting guns or like fancy freaking martial art or karate art moves like to be found in like traditional like transformation, like the transform in the battles sequence. The series borrows like from the library of shonen tropes in order to augment its combat, as well as a powerful sense of like timing. Like Shigakata has a habit of establishing unspoken rules of how battles will like proceed, and like what capabilities the freaking characters have before like breaking said rules with such like panty and like glee that the only natural reaction is like a drop jaw, or like a clenched fist, or even silent mouthing of the word awesome. But the fighting is like not even Shigakata's like biggest point. But perhaps like what makes this like the show so freaking endearing is their irresistible and irremovable feel good atmosphere, which like it invades every nook and cranny. Of course, like the anime is every bit as cute and lively as you would expect as every shoujo mahou shoujo series, but it's also has an unerring ability to like deliver pretty fantastic moments of emotion. The series is, after all, about attaining like one's real true dream, and while avoiding the saccharine sweetness which could have really easily consumed it. Shigakata offers many heartwarming moments, which like more than often like not form a hugely satisfying conclusion like to the episode. Um, now equally like ambiguous is especially the humor, which tends to make the show an absolute freaking blast to really watch. Although many of the jokes are pretty repetitive, there's enough like genuine wit on display to like ensure at least like one honest chuckle per episode. And surprisingly, for a show that isn't primarily like a comedy, Shigakata, has a habit of like springing like the weirdest or funniest jokes at the most unexpected moments, including during serious story moments and intense fights. And unwelcome though this comic intrusion may seem, more often than not, it serves as a reminder that the show's primary aim is very simple, commendable, and can be summed up in just 3 words: to have fun. There is drama and there is action, but the anime's often rambunctious energy is spent wisely, and it never loses sight of its goal. Now, animation, I'm sorry. First, let me get a sippy of my drink. I can't finish my sentence. Anime-wise, now, of course, this is not the animation is nothing you probably wouldn't have seen as many times before in different animes, but to call their animation competent would be an understatement. The movement is sleek, the details are respected, and the characters' transformation scenes are as delightful as you could expect. The show also makes use of the quirky but amusing facial faults to support and enhance much of the show's humor. Now, where Shukikata truly shines, however, is its bewitching sense of style. The character designs are absolutely exceptional and strong enough to draw the audience's attention to the anime by themselves. Equally, the costumes are verging on perfect. Every character dresses in a believable but eye-catchingly stylish way. In particular, the heroine Amu Hinamori, whose razor sharp punk goth fashion sense supplements her character perfectly. Needless to say, the outfits which she transforms into are similarly well designed. Even if the frilly green tulip dress of Amulet Clover doesn't suit her quite so well as the other costumes, but again, it represents her personality or what she wishes to be. Now, the sound. The anime may not present the most significant acting challenge imaginable as any other anime, but this shouldn't detract from the fact that all characters are voiced with skill and um, dynamic. Note, Yuichi Nakamura's performance as Ito Tsuyomi with his smooth, casual tones and fitting and dynamic voice shown to a T. Okay, I'll admit I'm a big Ito. I'm an Amito fan. Okay, I'm a really big fan of Amito. Oh my god, Ito-kun. Actually, I should say Ito-san because he might be actually older than me now. I think about it. So okay, back to back to anime. Nonetheless, it goes without saying that with this being a shoujo series full of floating fairy-ish type characters, there will be characters and voices which will obviously annoy us. Precisely how many? Well, that actually depends on the individual's tolerance levels. But even the most venomously cute anime fan should be able to put up with at least with a minor irritant. Next, of course, is when it comes to the OPs and the EDs. Sugar Color is nothing if not pretty consistent, with each of the tracks being the work of J-pop's outfit Bueno. The fact that I actually enjoyed all six and still feel a burning urge to dance to them on occasion should be taken with a pinch of salt, as my taste in music is not to be trusted. More objectively, however, the tunes fit the mood of the show to a T, matching its liveliness and pep with the sugary, sweet, hip, and cute pop, and a couple of slightly edgier tracks which makes good use of the electric guitar. The background music is also just as appropriate and contains a couple of pleasant numbers which help to deliver the series more heartwarming moments. In addition, there are a few insert songs as one of the characters is a professional singer, Utao, which are worth listening to in their own right and make for a seamless, believable addition to the whole show's world. Characters. Because each of the principal characters has at least maybe one or two Shugokatas floating around them at all times, it's unfortunate again, but unsurprising that some members of the cast lack development or their complexity. Around half the Shugokatas are entirely one-dimensional, and most of their lines can be accurately predicted some 10 minutes in advance, like Kusakusu or Pepe, or even Kiseki. Although this proves a really frustrating issue on occasion, they represent but small blemishes on the otherwise colorful and interesting cast. In addition to her fantastic dress sense, Alma boasts a great personality. It makes her fun to watch and enjoyable to emphasize with. Yes, on the outside she's cool and spicy, indifferent, independent, and widely respected. But on the inside she's excitable, frequently love-struck, and everything else a magical girl should be. Rather than making her seem schizophrenic, this dichotomy paves the way for humorous and otherwise intriguing interactions while also turning her into compelling and a sympathetic figure. However, when it comes to personality traits, even takes a backseat to like the smoldering, freakishly cute Ito-san, whose like his sexual magnetism borders on the overwhelming, filling scene after scene, which like the shivering emotional intensity. Although the show never really takes a turn for the mature, aka that's why we have fan fictions. Fangirls who ever Ito, go find yourself on fanfiction.net. You'll find a lot of them. I know that because I looked. Iko embodies male sensuality and almost inevitably engages in a scene of what can only be described as metaphorical intercourse. Sorry. His appearance and demeanor may be hard to look past, but freaking honking. But beyond that lies like a personality brimming with mystery and intrigue, further adding to his appeal. Any girls out there, give me an amen to that. And the remainder of the protagonists are, almost without exception, pleasant to be around and fun characters in their own right. Although I had to add on to Tadase, as you know, I'm of course not an Amise fan. Just personal note though, I'm not a big fan of Tadase-kun. Why? Yes, he seems nice and all, but on the fact he just seems a little too nice. To me especially. I can figure out almost anything about him. And also, I really get annoyed with this Kata. Will you stop honking outside? I'm talking here. And the thing is, if you can't call Tadase a prince. Because then he'll get pissed off and change automatically like that. And I get annoyed with that. Every few seconds, somebody will say the word prince. Or king or whatever. But anyway. And from Ami's family, which is comprising of an attention-hobbing baby sister and hilariously indulgent parents to her as allies, who each have a distinct and colorful personality. There's like always room for great interactions and fulfilling developments. So overall, as a fellow reviewer here, I claim that Shukata is like Cardcaptor Sakura, like for the new millennium. She has a point, of course, but to me, it's a little bit more like Cardcaptor Sakura's like older sister. It offers like edgy and edge, the pizzazz, and of course a cute style. It's cool and sharp and clearing, trying to be mature, but at the same time, it's every bit as cute, endearing, and cheerful as it is hypothetical younger sibling. It doesn't want the world to really forget just that yet. If you like enjoy the Maho Shoujo, Shigukata is definitely a must-see. Definitely. If you're considering giving this genre a try, this title may, well, ease you in. Above all, however, this is a fun and freaking refreshing series, and I personally found it a blast to watch. And of course, I hope you do too. So anyway, but that is the end of my review here. And I know I can't click again. I'm sorry. But I know everybody out there has a certain anime they want me to probably review. And of course, I can list off a few that I kind of remember I did a review on. Especially to those who saw my Excel Saga, which is where I kind of kicked off and was pushed in the direction to do more reviews. But definitely my favorite. I can't really wait to do more. Also, I hope you noticed that I made a new Abby. Again. Yes, I actually worked hard on this one. And if you like this video, give it a like. Although it's actually just now opened, but yeah. Also, if you like some of my reviews, I have other videos I have uploaded. Let me tell you, the last video I did yesterday on Online Hangout was a live Q&A about college life. I should have put in the title, it was about community college life. But I can also go for that. What else was I going to tell you about? I was about to talk about something else and I completely forgot. Um, but I'll probably figure out later today. Anyway, yeah, I'm probably starting to get a really headache and red faced and stuffed up again. So I'm gonna go before I conk out. But make sure you check out my channel. It's mainly my name, which is my real name. I'm trying to find a way to fix it, but well. I hope you liked this video and live hangout. I am gonna now go rest my voice because if I keep talking for long periods of time, it will get worse. So anyway, your girl Flarity here. She's out.